Hello, fellow griever, and welcome. Today is January 5th of our Daily Nugget Stoic readings from the Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hanselman. Today's title is Clarify Your Intentions. Let all your efforts be directed to something. Let it keep that end in view. It's not activity that disturbs people, but false conceptions of all things that drives them mad. Seneca, on Tranquility of Mind, 12.5. Law 29 of the 48 Laws of Power is, plan all the way to the end. Robert Greene writes, by planning to the end, you will not be overwhelmed by circumstances, and you will know when to stop. Gently guide fortune and help determine the future by thinking far ahead. The second habit in the 7 habits of highly effective people is begin with an end in mind. Having an end in mind is no guarantee that you'll reach it. No Stoic would tolerate that assumption. But not having an end in mind is to guarantee you won't. To the Stoics, oasis, false conceptions are responsible not just for disturbances in the soul, but for chaotic and dysfunctional lives and operations. When your efforts are not directed at a cause or a purpose, how will you know what to do day in and day out? How will you know what to say no to and what to say yes to? How will you know when you've had enough, when you've reached your goal, when you've gotten off track, if you've never defined what those things are? The answer is you cannot. And so you are driven into failure, or worse, into madness by the oblivion of directionlessness. That's a lot of word right there, people. Directionlessness. That's January 5th. And again, I think there's a lot of wisdom in here about having an end in mind. And that's not me saying we have an end in mind to our grief, because you guys know how I feel about that. Our grief continues. We'll grieve as long as we love the person that we lost. And for most of us, that's going to be forever. But it is about having a plan and an end in mind to certain parts of our grief journey, to starting our healing path of healing our trauma, of learning that we can undo our trauma triggers and we can reframe things in our mind. It also does have, it's good to set goals, and it's good to have a goal. And like it says, will we reach that goal? Possibly not, but you definitely won't if you don't set a goal. So that's kind of my thoughts here on clarifying your intentions for January 5th. See you tomorrow.